Hi, I'm Beth Lynch, your host of Inner Lately, and welcome back. This is our second show. I'm very excited with all that's going to be going on tonight. I am an intuitive consultant and medium and founder of Inner Light Teachings. So take a little stroll over to my website when you get a chance, innerlightteachings.com, and you can see more on the services and classes and events that are coming up. And I really look forward to serving you and bringing light into your day, into your life. We have a really cool show today. So let's talk about who's in the studio live. And it is artist and meditation guide, intuitive, Christine Legott, who is also a co-worker of mine over at Inner You Wellness Center in Geneva. We'll give you more info on that. And Christine is here tonight to do her mother-daughter Mehndi henna, and she's going to be giving you more information on that, so you can really understand what's going on. It's a bonding tattoo between mother and daughter, and we have two very special people in my life here, Jody and Layla Taylor. So we're going to be watching their tattoo get done and maybe do a little meditation along with it. And lots to talk about. There are a couple things that I do want to address, and that's the call-in number for us. And we do got some calls coming in right away, so we will be with you shortly. Give us a moment, and we will. And the number of the show is, what do I do with it? 315-712-0104. Again, 315-712-0104. I will be taking your calls. The theme of tonight's show is healing and understanding what healing is and how even communication with spirit is a healing experience, as well as what Christine is going to be doing, and with the Mehndi and Meditation, how that is healing, and any questions about that, even some of the things that we've seen this week. There was a lot of, and on Inner Lately, that is what we do. We discuss pretty much life, death, and everything in between, and social, personal, social, and global issues, and hopefully bringing in a higher understanding and perception into the things that as a human being we go through, embracing the power of our spirit and how we can move through these things and understand. Again, the number is, I have to correct the number, 712-0104 with 315-712-0104. Call in, and we will be, again, answering questions, doing some channeling for you. And let's talk a little bit about the channeling and mediumship and what that really is. And as a medium, and I am highly sensitive to thoughts and feelings of the spirit world, as well as energy patterns around me, so everyone look out. Yeah. And what that allows me to do is connect you to the energy or love and energy of those crossed here, who are here for you. And, I'm sure we got a room full, so, look on the camera for the orbs. I'm always looking. I looked last week. Did you, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
I looked.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, Tiff? And Tiff's here, too. Lake to Lake Girl, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, right before Inner Lately. And you're on every Tuesday, though, right? Yeah. So we'll be doing some, we want to do some meditation, some channeling tonight, and some Mehndi and meditation. But I do want to just take a deep breath and put a couple things that are very close to my heart right now. So everybody just take a deep breath and, go to that light in your heart and see it, feel, or just know that it's there. And you're going to take like a blanket and, wrap it around a friend and very much in need of energy and energy support and love right now, who was in a bad accident over the weekend. So, shout to Ryan, light and love to his family and all the people that love him, because he really needs all the energy and love that we can send. And, that's something about healing. And we don't have to feel that we can't help. And a lot of times situations like that make us feel that way. So know that you can always send light. This is a true, powerful source of energy. And that's why I have my tats blazing tonight, too. Ryan is the owner of Amazing Grace in Geneva, and many people know him, and I know many people are just finding out. And again, he does have a Caring Bridge page, so you can go to Caring Bridge and check out for Ryan Hamburg and really send support and love to the family. So, we don't have to feel helpless. Our support, our energy, when it's hard for people to, maybe reach out to that light and know there's hope and strength, this helps them. And another thing that happened over this week was obviously Oklahoma. devastation. And, you know, when you watch those things and you hear the stories, and you can't help but feel the oneness of sadness, and yet the miracles that are coming from some of these stories. So, you know, we can send a blanket of light around them and know that we're praying for them. We're sending light to situations that are really in need. And, you know, light and love is energy, and energy is everything that we are. Our thoughts, our feelings, our bodies, our energy, every experience we have. And, you know, it's emotional, and we all feel it. And I'm feeling it in the room right now. So, but it's all good, and it's who we are. And that is in the power of our spirit. And the power of our spirit is what holds this. And that's in you. It's inner. And that's everything about what the show is really supposed to be about. Going in and doing what you can do for yourself personally, for your tribe, your soul group around you, those you don't know. We are all one. And, you know, that's what this is about, going there and making that connection and sharing and learning how. And that's what some of our questions will hopefully be about as well. And that's what I do when I answer your questions. I like to bring in maybe the higher understanding of it. And sometimes that's stepping you out of your own details and teaching you and guiding you into how to find that sacred space for yourself. But I want, before we take some questions, and again, you can call in at 315-712-0104, and we will, and go over to the Inner Lately page on Facebook, like us, and Tiff is over there taking some questions and doing. And Leslie, I'm going to maybe take her question now, as maybe Christine can get started, and then I'll let you do some talking. Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
Thank you for waiting. How can we help you today?
I had a question concerning if while meditating and when I'm feeling open to things and things just come and present themselves, sometimes this one man dressed in black and red and has been there confrontationally for quite some time, and I'm still, you know, I've been told different things on how to respond to him. One is to trust, the other is to maybe hold off because they don't normally become confrontational in your face, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So in connecting to other beings, I'm just wondering, is there always a higher reason for something to come?
Mm-hmm.
And is it always, how to learn how to trust or how to respond to these beings, especially if some of them are you know, it seems like there's a variety of behavior styles, just
Mm-hmm.
like there's a variety of behavior styles in living beings,
Right, yes.
physical. There seems to be a span for spirit.
Oh, definitely there is. They say it's not much. There's a lot of similarities. There's definitely differences. But, you know, when he's confrontational, I mean, there's definitely different energies out there. There's many souls that have crossed, and there are what we call, I guess, the souls that are kind of in between. Some are staying closer to the earth. And then there's those in spirit. Like in a channeling, when I'm going to channel, when people come, it is truly people of the light. And there's been a couple times when I have been exposed to what I would call I was not in the light, and I could feel the difference. But the one thing about that was I always was divinely led into understanding to just know it's okay, and you're going for a second there. And that's really as fast as it would happen, and I would go and receive something, and I was literally, I felt taken right out. But the message was very profound, and it helped someone cross. But what I want to get to is, for you personally on that, you know, when I was a little girl, I can remember I used to call him the mean man. And he, you know, had that stereotype, you know, beard and not so nice looking eyes and devil looking face to me. That's the only way I knew to describe him. And he would hover over me, and literally I'd be like usually laying in bed, and I would feel anxiety come through my toes and go right through me. And back then I didn't know what anxiety was. And he would hover. And as a being raised Catholic, I always would go to my Our Father prayer. And by the third Our Father, he would always go away. And he was always gone. And what I've learned now and understand it to be is that when we pray, we raise frequency. And if an entity or a spirit that is not of high vibration or in the light comes to you, they can only, he attached to my fear. Well, as a little girl, I think as a child, we can really have a lot of fears. So I was a very open channel, little did I know. So my case, when you were talking, just felt like it brought me back to that. And until I learned to really understand the difference about energy and the spiritual realm and where we really go and where we can go and all the possibilities, that this energy would come to me up until I was like 34 years old. And I always would know when he was coming. And, when I was younger, I would just scream and cry and tell my parents I had a nightmare. And Mean Man would be gone by then already. But, after he even left, I was still scared. But I knew to tell him that last time, I got your number now. I get it. And you need to go to the light if you want to speak to me, and you can't hang around me anymore. And that's what you need to do. And if you don't want to go to the light, then you can't speak to me. And I've never seen him since. And that was over 20 years ago. And I said Our Fathers first. And I knew I was raising my vibration, but then I said those words, and he's never come. And I was always afraid of the dark. Until I realized when he had not come after about a year that I wasn't afraid of the dark anymore. I think I was always afraid to see him. It was like so subconscious as a childhood. So, there really is that out there. When you say he's my Mean Man never spoke, but he would be hovering over my face, and it was quite scary. And that's why I tell people now, I have an article on my website that says Seeing Spirit, and it's under thoughts. And that has been helping a lot of people because there's so much into this I could go. But that article really helps you understand if you have a child. It doesn't matter how old you are, going through this. So, I would maybe, does he come when you're more in a sleep, getting ready to go to sleep? Or does he seem to come when you're down? Or does he just come whenever?
He has been here for years, like when I've been chanting in the bath.
Mm-hmm.
Taking my salt baths was in my face. He doesn't appear in my face like he was before.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's like, can be a couple feet away.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's backed off a little bit, but he's still around.
Yeah. Try to keep, when you meditate for daily devotion and you're chanting, so you are raising your vibration. And just, be a little firmer with him and see if that helps. And tell him to go to the light and leave you alone. I don't think there's anything wrong with being firm with them.
Okay.
I know it helped me, and, I don't know. I know it can be fearful,
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I hope that answered your questions.
Yeah, I think it does. It has to do with the setting boundaries and
yes.
Honoring myself. And
exactly, divine boundaries. Well, thank you, Leslie, for calling, and I hope you continue to watch the show.
Yes. Watch it. Now, how do I watch the show?
Finger Lakes 1, fingerlakes1.tv.
I don't get TV, so
it's internet. It's on the internet.
Correct?
Huh?
If I don't have TV, I cannot.
No, it's on the internet. You do need your computer or that kind of thing. It's on internet TV. Yeah, it's on internet TV for now.
Okay. So I can watch it. Okay.
Yeah. And it's recorded. It'll be on YouTube. It'll be on YouTube tomorrow morning. It'll be available on YouTube.
Okay.
So good question. Thank you for asking that. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We do got to get to Christine and what she's doing over there. It's looking so amazing. Christine, can you tell us more about henna and Mehndi and the difference and how it... Look at that, how beautiful that is.
Well, henna is actually a plant, and it's grown in the desert. And when the leaves of the plant are crushed and mixed with essential oils, I can create a henna paste. And Mehndi is the art that is created with the henna paste. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I mix it with essential oils. I use lavender and tea tree oil.
Nice.
And it's very soothing on the system. It's very relaxing. They look very relaxed.
Yeah, they do. And how does it feel, you guys, to have that done? Like, we know a lot of light and energy going on here, but is it relaxing to just sit there and...
Oh, yeah, you definitely can smell the oils.
Awesome.
Yeah. And this is mixed with an actual essential lavender oil.
Oh,
so, again, that's a very soothing scent.
Mm-hmm.
And very relaxing, and that on top of the properties of the henna, when the henna is applied to the skin, it is very soothing and relaxing on the system. So therefore,
very much with our theme this evening, healing and bonding, and raising the vibration of the energy between two, the hands touching.
Yes.
How did you come up with the idea of doing like the bonding?
Well, I actually had a client that I was working with, giving a reading to, and she had mentioned that she, her daughter's a teenager, and she had mentioned that she was having some communication problems with her teenager. And I suggested, why don't you bring her in for a henna? The kids love the henna designs. And I said, for you too. And she says, oh. I said, and we'll do a mother-daughter henna.
Nice.
And then I got the idea of like the best friend charms, where one person gets the best and the other person gets the friend. I said, why can't we do that with the henna? So as you can see, I have the mother and daughter hands together, and I'm creating a design. So when they put their hands together, you can see the full flower, and I'm going to keep going. And again, with the actual touching, this is also working with reflexology and just the human touch. A simple hug.
The most compassion there is.
Exactly. So here we're bonding, we're human touching, and again, it's very relaxing on the system. And while I'm sitting here doing the design, conversations may start, and the kids open up, and before you know it, there's divine communication.
And it is divine.
Yes.
We love the word divine in the Inner Lately club here. It is a high-frequency word. It raises vibration of anything that's going on and anything you need. It's a very sacred word and very traditional word as well, but very important to understand that it is. It's just so amazing to watch you do this, actually. So, and again, tying in with, the power of love and communication between two very special people in my world, Miss Jody and Layla. So it's really neat to sit here and watch this and watch it be done. I had another question for you, but I kind of zoned out.
That's okay.
We do have another caller, so we'll take that caller right now while Chris is finishing her thing. Hi, Candy.
Hi.
Hi, thanks for calling. How can I help you?
I just have a question. I've never dealt with, the past and, people coming back. But on Mother's Day, I had posted a poem for my mother-in-law. And then shortly after I posted it, I got, chills through me.
Mm-hmm.
And later that day, there was a double rainbow as the same from the day we had our funeral. And I just didn't know if that was, a sign
Yes.
from her,
Mm-hmm. And now, as you're talking, I hope you don't mind if I give you a little something I'm getting, but the a wooden spoon, did she use a wooden spoon or cook with a wooden spoon? Or
Always.
Yeah, well, there's this woman in front of my eyes just holding up the wooden spoon. So she's showing you she's with you now. And this is what the communication of spirit does. And your goosebumps or your chills that you got, that's energy. And that is when when the higher frequencies of a spirit are around you, you will feel that chill. Some people get warm. Everybody has their own way of feeling the presence of love or the presence of the spirit, which is really coming because of love in this particular situation that we are speaking of. So by her showing me that visual when you call in, it's not that she's really with me, it's really that she's with you. But because of that, you're giving me permission basically by calling. So she's giving you more. And I'm also getting a name, and if it's not her, it could be somebody connected to her on either side. But it's like Vera or Verna or something. Is there anyone?
I know of Verna.
Is she crossed over?
No.
Okay. So who would be the closest to her in spirit? That's who would bring her name in, either a spouse or if your mother even knew her, I don't know, or your mother-in-law, I don't know, but.
No, she didn't know her.
All right. Do you know who would be the closest to Verna crossed over?
Not in my family, only in myself.
All right. No, you know Verna. Verna's living. But there would be somebody from the spirit world that would even bring her name in. It's the only reason I could get that name, is somebody watching over this that knows you and Verna, or knows that you would know this person. Is her spouse still living?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, is her mother?
I'm not sure. I only know her husband and her.
Yeah.
They own a store like around the corner.
Yeah, that your soul group expands out pretty big. So, you know, just that you touch in Verna's life, this person is aware. And a lot of times they tell me every time there's a person getting a reading or a channeling that there's at least 100 that would sit in observance from the spirit world over this. So, and she takes that wooden spoon going like this, and she's smiling. Are you watching this, or are you calling in?
Yes, no, I'm watching.
All right, I'm like taking for granted you could see me here. And she's going, I see you, I see you. And that would be her personality, I think, because I wouldn't see it like that. Is there anything you want to ask her or put out? I am hearing the name John, too.
It's been very hard since she passed. A lot of things haven't been closed with my husband and his family. There's been a lot of animosity and everything.
Well, you know, losing a loved one pulls out the worst and the best in people. And I see that after doing this for 18 years. And, you know, the thing is, what you could do for that is maybe just put divine, divine order is really a nice kind of general mantra that calls in the highest order of things. Because every single person, even the ones who are angry and, you know, when you're grieving, it brings out the worst or the best usually in you. And, you know, it has to be done. But if you infuse into the situation divine order or, you know, divine communication, very good one. Chris brought that up with the tattoo. We're opening all levels of divine communication and through this art and the tools used for it, the intention. So you will actually be bringing light to that situation, even if no one else really wants to hear about it. You know, and that's important, you know, maybe for you. Just, you know, use that mantra, really practice it, send it to the situation, especially when you're, you know, maybe worried about it or stressed, because, you know, there's nothing, I've learned so much from them, and what they really want us to do is just to learn to understand the power of what healing and love is, and, you know, family and the importance, and friends, and because many times friends are your family. So, you know,
it's been very hard because, like, they didn't invite him to the reading of the will or anything, and we always thought we were very close to her, so we just were at a standstill. We didn't know, you know, how she was with us. Or
well, obviously, for her to come in and her to be smiling and show me the wooden spoon, and she's telling me to tell you it will be okay. All has, you know, it all has to be fair, and those are her words. All has to be fair, and but you know. I think of it often, all you have to do is put yourself in their shoes. If you were looking down on people fighting, you know, you don't feel good. You wouldn't want to look down and see your loved ones fighting. And I don't think you are, but I think, you know, that you have to be in observance of all these others. And it's, you know, it's hurtful. And especially at a time when you could be grieving together and healing together. And healing is the, you know, raising of the vibration of energy to bring it into a higher place, because grief is a low frequency energy, and it has to be experienced, though, because we are humans, and you know that's the power of who we are as a spiritual and a human being. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. So I hope this brings you comfort.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for calling, Candy. Remember, you can call in at 315-712-0104. How you doing, Christine, over there?
We're doing pretty good. We have a little ladybug action going on.
Oh, little ladybug.
You can see that.
Yeah, look. Oh, my God, it's so pretty.
We'll do a close-up as we...
Now, how long will this stay?
Normally, when using fresh henna and the essential oils, the henna can last, and depending on where it is on the body, but the henna can last anywhere from a week to 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you're available to do this for
Oh, yes.
private group
Oh, yes.
bonding. I know you've mentioned some of the cheerleading squads when they're tournaments.
Oh, yes. And
they get their things.
I work with glitter, and the kids
bling.
love the colors and the sparkles. And I am available at InnerU for private sessions.
Mm-hmm. So you can be reached at InnerU, and that's, I'll put that number out, 315-759-5468, InnerU.
And if they call and book a session with me, they mention this podcast, they will get 15% off.
Oh, okay.
So
there you go. So did you hear that? 15% off. Mention Inner lately. Tiff, what's going on with Lake to Lake? Anything going on?
For Lake to Lake, we talked about a fashion show that I did over the weekend over at the Hotel Clarence to benefit the Seneca County House of Concern. Volunteered over there to model some clothes for a good cause. And, well, anything else?
So that already went on this past weekend?
Yep.
Okay.
And I didn't fall on my face. Super proud of that.
Oh, no.
I didn't. It's all good. Okay. No, I didn't fall on my face.
You didn't have the Carrie Bradshaw
so proud.
moment?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
City. I love that show.
And we're working on a Lake to Lake Girl Fitness Challenge that we're trying to get into. We're hoping that everyone will like us on Facebook, Lake to Lake Girls. And by Labor Day, we want to pick out that one finicky item of clothing that you want to fit into, that you used to fit into. And our goal is to help inspire and motivate each other through expressing our journey on Facebook with us. And we would give out advice. They would give us advice, especially when you're plateauing and you're getting frustrated. And we would just help each other along that journey and making it to the pair of jeans that you wanted to fit into for so long.
You know, that's such a nice idea. What a support system that is. So
Yes.
do you have any people working with you on this? Or are you doing it more just on your own way, or how are you?
Amanda and I want to figure out the more definitive terms of our challenge, but right now it's between us and whoever would like to join us. We want to do as much as, reach as many people as possible.
I'm going to make a suggestion over to, unless, I know we like to keep things very definitely our Finger Lakes oriented, support our local. So over in Geneva, Be More Than Fit, Ariel is amazing, and maybe she would come on and do some tips or something.
Ooh, that would be wonderful.
You could have her on, or I could have her on. We could go either way with that.
Yeah, I would love that.
And I'm sure she would. Ariel DeVito over at Be More Than Fit in Geneva, and she has like a boot camp and stuff like that. Really cool stuff going on. Check her out on Facebook, Be More Than Fit. Ariel, plugging you, girl.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think she would be great as far as advice. And
Definitely.
I know she's a knowledge. Well, I mean, the girl has, I think, 3 children, and she's got washboard abs, and I'm not kidding. And she had it on Facebook, I think, and everybody was freaking out because nobody can believe she had like 3 kids. I mean, that's discipline that's beyond, what I could say. I know, I don't know, but God bless her. Yeah, but definitely check out Be More Than Fit.
Well, that would be wonderful.
I think
we should set that up.
I think she would love to come on, I'm sure. And maybe even give you a little program or something to help you out.
I'm in.
What else? We had some things, a shout out that we wanted to do. Why don't you give me that and I can go over that. Remember, you guys can call in 315-712-0104 or go to Inner Lately page or Lake to Lake page, and we're there taking messages. And we got some really cool things that we got to talk about here. So Sunday, June 9th at InnerU Wellness Center is our 1-year anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 1 year. And from 1 to 4, we're going to have a lot of festivities. And I do know that Diane Modera is now doing the music. And what's the name of her band?
Naiad.
Naiad?
Yes.
I said that right? Okay.
I think so.
Naiad. And so we're going to have music, and we're going to have some appetizers and wine tasting and raffles. And we're not going to be doing any of our work that day, I don't think, but we're definitely there to celebrate and give back to clients and new people who want to come and experience some inner you energy. I know I'll be doing a meditation probably toward the closing, maybe like 3:45, just a closing meditation for, world peace and oneness and things. And just, so please come check us out. 1 to 4, mention Inner Lately and get 10% off any service that you schedule on that day. And the other thing is, Chris is, what is your title for the, you are someone important for the looking for the artists and vendors at
Women's Right to Rock.
Women's Right to Rock.
Right.
And you're the boss lady in this here.
Yes. Well, my brother-in-law and my niece created this event 12 years ago, and it is a live 3-day festival celebrating all women-fronted bands. And it's just a wonderful thing. And it's, like I said, it's been going on for 12 years. And a few years ago, I took on the activities and vending role. Mm-hmm. So I brought in all different kinds of artists and vendors. There's tons of things to do there, plus the live music. And we really created an awesome team. Mm-hmm. And we also kept it in the family. It's all run by Legott Productions. Awesome. And I am looking for artists and vendors that are interested in setting up a table for all 3 days or even just one day. But it's definitely something that I think everyone would enjoy and love to be a part of. Mm-hmm. And so, again, you can email me at christinelegott@yahoo.com if you are interested, subject line WR2R. And I'd love to have you on board as a vendor or an artist. If you have something that you specialize in, give me a call or shoot me an email, and I'd love to get you on our vending venue.
Okay, and vendors can be services, crafts, products, whatever.
Right, anything. I personally love handmade jewelry and things that are handmade. So if you whether it's quilting, crocheting, knitting, jewelry, hand making jewelry, anything, I'd love to have you.
Women's Right to Rock.
Yes, woo! And Beth Lynch will be guiding us into morning meditation Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. So this is July 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Right, it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm doing Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, Saturday and Sunday. I believe at 11 o'clock on Saturday and 11:45 on Sunday.
Can we make it 11:44 at Angels?
Yes, there you go, at 11:44 on Sunday.
All right, that's very cool.
Thank
That's really a cool cause. I've heard about it and never really. I'm so glad I'm a part of it this year.
Yes,
so I'm going to look forward
and it's also celebrating women. And I want to give the opportunity, if you're starting a new business and you want to get the word out there, even if you have a benefit or a fundraising, I would love to have you come on down and spread the word. And this is all about women-fronted bands, women businesses, and I want to give you all a shout out and a chance to debut your work.
Hey, I'd like to give a shout out to Mark Legott for putting all his male energy into it and making it happen too.
Exactly.
That's a lot of work.
And he works very hard at setting up the musicians. And like I said, it takes a team to execute this.
I'm looking forward to that weekend.
Thank you. I'm so glad and happy to have you this year.
Thank you. And also a benefit for Randy Russell. She's diagnosed with lung cancer, and we want to help her out. We want to help her get through some of the costs and things that go on here and give support. There is a Facebook page for Randy, Benefit for Randy Russell on Facebook. Go to it, like it. It's going to be Sunday, June 2nd, 12 to 6 at the Phelps, New York American Legion Chicken Barbecue. Tickets are $10 to $15. Support Randy Russell. Send light, send love. We're going to wrap some around Randy, too, when we do our closing meditation. And again, Benefit for Randy Russell on Facebook, Sunday, June 2nd, 12 to 6, Phelps, New York, American Legion. We got another call, and her name is Lauren.
It's Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling in lately. How can I help you?
I've always felt like I've sensed spirit around me, so I wasn't sure if I was just imagining it or it was real.
No imagination. No, imagination is actually the part of us that helps, if we can see an image or sense the image, it is real. And spirit is always around you. I'm definitely going to tell you that I want you to check out my article as well under thoughts on innerlightteaching.com, and it says Seeing Spirit. That will even give you more understanding. But yeah, it's a very natural experience. And, I know there's so many shows on it and there's phenomena about, but they're all around us. It's energy. And the ones that you sense are going to usually be the ones that are the ones closest to you over there. And for people who haven't lost somebody really close to them, trust me, there's always somebody. I like when somebody sits down and says, well, I haven't really lost anybody over there. So you can just, do the reading, and then before I get done, we got like 20 that came in. But, your great-grandmother or your friend's, brother, God forbid. I mean, there's so many titles and people. So it could be any of them.
I recently lost my grandmother.
Yeah, I was going to say who's the female, and I was going to say like a godmother, grandmother type energy. Was she a very spiritually minded woman, or even maybe more traditionally?
She was. She did believe like in spiritual stuff.
I feel like she wants to put, like a gold crown to me is a sign of divinity, acknowledging your divinity and your special gifts, because she says you do have the ability to see. So, how old are you? Can I ask?
I'm 13.
I know you you have a very innocent voice. So I hope it's okay with your parents that I'm answering this call.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, okay, good. Because you know what? It's a very natural thing. And, she will hear you. And for her to put that crown on you made me feel a little princessy, but also recognizing how special you are to her and the love, to her. I do hear the name Frank around, and I don't know if that's connected to you or your family in any way or your grandmother, but I do have to give you that name.
I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to check with my dad and my mom.
Yeah, that would be great. And, but yeah, is there any other questions that you have? But know how natural it really is. Every part of us, we all have that part of us that is our spirit, that higher part of us, that part that really is connected to God or oneness, the universe, whatever words, you like to use. And there's also the part of us that is our personality, that it's down here to learn how to express together. So in the understanding of communication, the only part that we're connecting to there is their spirit. That energy never dies. And just the body has now no more use or no more energy to be, together. So, her spirit will always be with you. And I do feel that she... I don't know. There's something about a dress. Did you not like to wear dresses, or something about the dresses that would make her kind of smile and want to give you that message? Show her the dresses. I don't know if she's.
Today I just got my dance costume.
Is it like a dress? All right, that's what she's saying. So that's her way of saying she sees you. All right, and she's going to be watching that recital. You had to get a dress for it. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm glad I could give you that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Lauren. It's so nice when Layla, I know you've been coming to meditation since you were 5, weren't you? 5 or 6? How old was Layla when you brought her to the first meditations? And, what are you now, 13, 12? Or?
I'm 10.
Oh, geez.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I was
making...
When she was 3 when I was 6, so it had to be...
Not long after that. And, Jody is someone who's gone through her own personal experiences with healing and what healing is. And, we addressed it more technically at that point. Raise your frequency, keep your immunity strong, your immune system, your nervous system a little more calmer. And so Jody has experienced this and has continued her journey and brought it into her world. And, this is even a very big part of it. Her girls, who were very young when she was facing her temporary condition, as we know. And there's a beautiful story on the website under Thoughts there as well about Jody's personal experience, and it's called Divine Intervention. And we both experienced a beautiful miracle. And today, to this day, we are bonded by it. Hey, Mary. If you read the article, you know what we meant by that. And, very special. So, her journey continues. It awakened, wouldn't you say, through the healing of that experience?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Our soul is always wanting to awaken, and that, your creative energy is in your soul. How you want to express. Christine, I remember reading you years ago. And, here you sit, completely expressing your light, your creativity, and what you want to do.
We are all very thankful for you, Beth.
Aww.
You've brought us all together, actually.
Don't make me cry, because I will. No, thank you.
I love you.
Oh, jeez, it's a love fest. Yeah. We have a question from a Jen. When you see someone in a dream who is passed, is it a message from them? It very much is a visitation, and a lot of people will say to me, well, what are they trying to tell me? And often what I am told by them is it's not that what it is, it's just that I'm there for you, I love you, or whether you're going through a hard time, it's their way of showing you I'm here. And for them to, when you wake up from that dream and you feel that you knew, you just know in every fiber of your being, that was them. And you feel this, that's them, yes. And sometimes there's those dreams. We're getting some side effects. Oh, the phone call? Okay. So I was going to say, it was kind of interesting. But when you wake up more startled or afraid or worried, that more is your subconscious a lot of times healing the grief. So when you're healing the grief, sometimes that can make you go through something a little sadder or more emotional that way. But that's part of healing. So, it's helping you embrace that you had something to release. So I hope that answers your question. But yes, know that you are all capable and of connecting to them. And the dream state is very common because your logical mind is turned off. So you're less apt when they're coming into the screen of your energy field where you would see them. Is that them? And often they're peripheral vision. If you're awake, they'll come through your peripheral. So I hope that answers your question, Jen, who wrote in. And we have a call.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Can I help you?
Good. I was just calling. Now, I have a son that's 9 months old, and I had recently lost my grandmother, and I was just trying to see maybe if she knows that I had a baby.
Yep. Well, the first thing I'm starting to see as you speak is, plug my cup there, is a woman showing me a picture. So I don't know if you're looking at her picture or if there's a specific picture you have of her in the room watching over the child or something, but there seems to be, she just keeps showing me the picture frame. So I know she's trying to get me
I have a picture on my nightstand of the last picture I have with her.
All right, so that's why, exactly. See how fast, they don't have time over there. It doesn't take 5-10 minutes to reach them. Oh, that's looking so beautiful over there, that art, that henna. So she definitely, by flashing that to me that quickly, is showing me to tell you that, and that she does see, and that's how they answer. They often answer in pictures with me. That's how they're communicating. It's a soul level of communication. So their emotions that they're sending and her intention to want to show you, yes, I do see. Is it a daughter by any chance? Is it a girl?
It's a boy.
Okay. Do you have a daughter too?
I was only wondering because my son, he is of mixed, so I didn't know if, she was mad at me because she didn't believe in that kind of, so I didn't know if she was disappointed.
No. By coming in and showing that picture, she's definitely not, she's telling you no, because she knows how much that picture means to, you having that picture up would mean a lot to her, and that's why she chose to bring that in. And, when you get over in the spirit world, you can look down on a lot of situations and see that, maybe where you were disappointed, if you were, or where you disappointed someone else, that it's, there's a bigger picture to things. We're here to express, we're here to learn, we're here to heal, and which is to bring higher perception into things. It's often the quote, on earth as it is in heaven, that I absolutely love. And because it says a lot about what they're trying to get across to us, that on earth as it is in heaven. See your situation, see your journey, your choices. So definitely don't feel disappointed. And the name Marie comes in.
The what?
The name Marie.
What was the name?
Marie.
Marie?
Or Maria, Mary, something like that, but I felt Marie.
My man's middle name is Marie.
Okay, and your mom is still with us?
Yes.
Okay, is this your mom's mom that I'm communicating with or feeling presence?
I have...
Or is it your dad's mom? Which mom?
My dad's mom.
Okay, all right. Well, the name Marie's coming in. I didn't know if your mom is named after someone or that's crossed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all right. And it is her middle name, so it's someone addressing her or they're speaking of her. We're getting thunder again. My goodness, what's up with this weather? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just in awe at the background noise of the thunder around us here. Where are you calling? Are you calling from around here?
Yes, I'm calling from Waterloo.
Oh, okay. Well, and I also feel like scarves. Is there someone who wore a lot of scarves, or did Grandma wear a lot of scarves? Is there something about?
She used to make scarves.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. Oh, well, good. See, she's here. She's telling you there's no disappointment. She needs you to know that she'll always be with you. She does want to give you a hug, and that, she's stepping forward to give you a hug. Don't feel disappointed. Tell everyone I love them and I'm fine. And I know she's with God, and she wants you to know that.
Okay.
All right? Don't you worry about her. She's stronger now. She's stronger, and you'll be okay. And know you can stand on your own 2 feet, she says.
All right.
You can, and you need to believe that you can, okay? Do you think you'll have more children? You don't have a daughter, right? Because they're really strong.
No, I was thinking maybe a few years, but I'm not sure. Hopefully it doesn't happen sooner.
No, be careful. No, but just love that little boy and enjoy him. And, parenting is a sacred gift. And if you just love from your heart and you'll just love and you'll see. The rest falls into place. I mean, there's other things that obviously come with parenting, but they will fall into place. But love yourself as much as you love that child, because that's truly when you feel the beauty of it.
Thank you. And how long are you here till?
We're done here at 7:30, but I'm back every first and third. 8:30. I don't know what. I always think it's 6:30 to 7:30. So we're here 7:30 to 8:30.
And every week?
No, every first and third Tuesday for now.
Okay.
So every other. But I think there's 5 this month. There's 5 Tuesdays, so we got to skip that one. But I appreciate you calling in, and you can also go to the Inner Lately page and like us and send in some questions, okay?
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
So how are we doing over there? How are you guys feeling?
I added,
Fabulous. She's feeling fabulous. That's a great one.
I added some bling and a little sparkles, and little sparkles never hurt anybody.
Can they put it up a little?
Yeah, if you guys can, go ahead. If you can see that, go ahead and see. Look,
Oh my God! Look how pretty.
Okay.
Oh, and look at the little stone on their fingers.
Yes, and these are rhinestones, and everything that I use is makeup grade. The glue that I use is waterproof, and the bling can last anywhere to 2 days to a week. The actual glitter and the jewels.
It's so pretty.
And it adds a little accent to it. And
you
again,
can put some bling on my tattoo.
Yeah, I will. I am so blinging. I am going to bling that
bling
arm.
on my tattoo.
But and so that's basically what the mother and daughter henna looks like. And I could keep going. I could go all the way up their arm and
we're just
keep going. All right, don't stop.
We're getting word that the storm is getting pretty bad out there, so I think we're going to wrap up. We do have one more question we're going to take. Sam.
Yes.
Hi, Sam. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Good. Are you in the midst of the storm that we're getting again, or are you okay?
Not just yet, but I'm watching it out the window. It looks like it's getting closer.
Okay. Well, how can we help you? What can I do for you?
We just had a recent crossing in our family, and I've been getting some strange signs, and I think it's this person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if you could help me out and maybe tell me a few things.
The first thing I'm getting as you're speaking is a boat. I'm seeing a boat, and I don't know if the person that crossed liked boats or boating or was fond of that. I also was getting the letter B around me, and very strong letter B. I have to give you that too. But and I felt the heart. I'm in the chest, upper chest, heart, lungs area. So I don't know if that's all the same person
Nailed that.
Huh?
You nailed that.
Oh, thank you. No. Thank you. I'm sorry for your loss, but I do feel that I see a newspaper as well, and I don't know if this person's passing made the newspaper or if they just like their newspaper, like a lot, you know.
Crossword puzzles.
Okay, and were they in the newspaper?
Yes.
Okay. Definitely. I'm not feeling the gender, but I don't try to feel anything. I kind of just trust. But is there a father energy over there, even if it isn't the one I'm talking to? Is there a dad?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Is that your dad I'm talking to, or her?
That would be him.
All right. Well, he shakes your hand. You know, he's very proud of you. I hope you know it. And he shows me a golf club, too. Did he like to golf?
Excuse me?
Does he like to golf, or did he like to golf? Or
He didn't.
Okay. How about you? Is there someone he'd talk about?
I would like to golf. I golf.
All right. So he's talking about you. And he says, don't let things slow you down. He wants you to keep living with that vitality. He really wants that. That was important to him.
Okay.
He's got his, and he needs you to know he's got his vitality back. Do you understand what he's talking about?
Yes.
Okay. That's very important. You know, Sam, I thank you for calling because we are going to wrap up. And I hope you can tune in again and, you know, join us and call in, okay?
Absolutely.
I hope
Thank
that brought you
so
some
much.
peace. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Well, everyone, we are going to wrap it up, and I think we're close to 7:30 anyway. But remember, go to those. Please check out very much more on Christine. The pictures will be coming in, and call her about private sessions and bookings for parties, etc. And the artists and vendors for the Women's Right to Rock on July 12th, 13th, and 14th. And the benefit for Randy Russell. Check that out on Facebook, okay? Thank you, everyone. Blessings, peace, and love, and see you in a couple weeks with Jake Ducey, June 4th.